This is Carl Frampton. We are weighing in.
Yes, weighing in with the Jackal, Carl Frampton. Carl, how are you, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, lovely to be here. The day of reckoning is upon us. Listen, first question, is this the best boxing event ever?
It's got to be one of them. Look at the names on the bill, look at the fights that are being made, a few world title fights, a few big fights without world titles on the line. You've got AJ, Wilder, not fighting each other. AJ and Wallin's a really good fight. Joseph Parker and Wilder's a really good fight. I mean, the list goes on. I'll be here all night if I start naming them all, but it's an incredible bill.
With what you said, obviously AJ and Wilder not fighting, does that lower the standards of the show itself?
No, I mean, people, I think, Wallin for me is one of the most probably underrated heavyweights on the planet. Him and Martin Bakole, and probably the most avoided two heavyweights anyway on the planet, and people don't want to fight them, and they don't talk about them because they don't want to fight them. So credit to AJ for taking the fight, because he's in kind of Wallin's in a win-win situation here. Not really expected to win, but has a chance. And AJ, a lot of people just expect AJ to blow someone like Wallin away, but I mean, it's going to be a difficult fight, so fair play to him for taking it.
This show, we think, is going to be co-promoted with Frank and Eddie, both working together. Do you think they will? And how do you think
no idea. We're going to find out here in a minute, Arba. I have no idea what's happening. I mean, it was put together so quickly. I think there's probably still a few things that need ironed out. I have no idea, honestly.
Let's talk about what we think is going to be the main event, which is going to be Joshua Wallin. Potential banana skin?
Yeah, absolutely. Wallin's a very good fighter. He's young, he's hungry. Pushed Tyson Fury reasonably. On another day that fight could have been stopped on the cut, and Wallin could have beaten Tyson Fury there. The referee was good in the fight, and he allowed Tyson Fury to fight on. The cuts, man, were good. But on another day, that fight may have been stopped. He's had a couple of good wins since. He beat Gassiev as well there in Turkey recently, so he's fit. Yeah, that's it. Certainly a banana skin, but AJ's the favourite.
See the return of Deontay Wilder. Now I call it a return because he coming by fight night, it would have been 24 months he hasn't been in the ring. Yeah. And when he has been, it was just a one round.
One round in 2 years. It's not a lot.
He's going against Joseph Parker. He's been very active. Got a good win last time out. How do you see that fight going?
It's a good fight. I think Joseph Parker right now is better than the Joseph Parker that was a world champion. I think he's still improving with Andy Lee. I think he's only 31, 32, Joe. So in terms, as a heavyweight, that's not old. Probably right in his prime years now. And like I said, I think he's an improving fighter. So don't know. I'll leave it a bit closer before I make a prediction. Wilder can, change a fight in any second, at any point of a fight, because he's so powerful. But it's a really, really interesting fight.
With Parker obviously being in camp with Tyson Fury during that whole trilogy, how much confidence boost do you think that will be for him?
I imagine that the Fury will be in his ear and he'll be helping to give him some advice going into this fight. But look, Joseph Parker's his own man. He's got a fantastic coach in Andy Lee as well. So I imagine they'll have their own game plan up their sleeve as well. One
of the big fights that have caught the attention on the undercard is Daniel Dubois versus Big Baby Miller. Now firstly, do you think Big Baby Miller should be allowed to perform at this platform?
I don't think anybody that's failed a drug test in boxing should be allowed to box again, if I'm being honest. That's how serious it has to be. Certainly the fangs and the bans need to be harsher and longer. But yeah, it's a good fight. I think what I would say about Jarrellmiller is he's a dog, and I think there's still questions over Daniel Dubois' kind of toughness and resilience. Jarrellmiller will turn this into a really tough fight for Daniel Dubois. And we'll learn a lot about both guys, but I think myself and the majority of the world are hoping that Daniel Dubois can pull it off.
Why do you think it is that Daniel Dubois has had more of a push than Joe Joyce, although Joe Joyce beat him?
I have no idea. Obviously he had that chance, he fought for an interim world title, he won an interim world title, he got the chance to fight Usyk. I have no idea. Both of them have the same promoter and Frank, so...
Do you think Joyce is overlooked?
I'm not even sure. I mean, you know, you got to look at the opponents as well. The opponents may be more happy to take Daniel Dubois than Joe Joyce. So, I'm not sure what the reason is.
Francis Ngannou has been given a top 10 WBC ranking. What's your thought on that? You don't look happy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. He's had one fight and he's went straight into the top 10 in the WBC. Don't know if it's ever happened before anywhere else. Although, you know, he done very, very good against Fury. A lot of people had him winning the Fury fight. A lot of people had it close even, which was good enough for Francis, because going into the fight, the majority of people thought it was going to be a boxing lesson. Yeah.
Let's move on.
Yeah, move on.
Tomorrow's rumoured to be the day Fury Usyk gets announced. There's been a lot of talk about Fury, obviously following the Ngannou performance. Is he on the decline for you? Is Tyson Fury on the decline?
I'm not sure. I just think he overlooked Francis Ngannou. I don't think he was fit. I know he said he trained hard and stuff, but when you've got the whole world and their granny telling you that it's going to be an easy night, you start to believe it. And I think Tyson probably just started to believe it. But Francis was a better boxer than we all imagined he could be. So I'm hoping Fury's not on the slide. I just have a feeling that he overlooked Big Francis, and Francis was a lot better than everyone else thought.
Last one, Cole. Win or lose, do you think Tyson Fury continues for another fight, possibly against AnthonyJoshua, or do you think he'll
possibly? Look, the Saudis are really involved in this game now, and I imagine if Fury beats Usyk, you know, they'll be clamouring for an AJ. If AJ continues to win, that is as well. An AJ Tyson Fury fight could be in Wembley, could be in Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Who knows what happens? The fight with Usyk is very difficult, but I would still have Tyson as the favourite in it. I love Usyk. I love everything about him. I hope I don't sound disrespectful to him. And if Tyson's fit, to have him as the favourite in that fight. Is that enough for him? You know what I mean? That if he beats Usyk, you know, it's a nice way to sign out, isn't it? Can't go on forever, but an AJ fight, I imagine, could make mega money. Not that he needs it, but yeah, it would just add to his legacy.
Paul, very last one. Obviously, this event, Day of Reckoning, is going to be in Saudi Arabia. The Fury Usyk fight is going to be in Saudi Arabia. Is Saudi Arabia good for the sport of boxing or not?
I think it is. I mean, the boxers are getting well paid, so I wish the Saudi money and, you know, the sporting events that they're putting on was going on in kind of 2016 when I was in my prime and I had them straight out. So boxers are getting handsomely paid for it. They deserve to be paid well. It's a hard game. A lot of times they don't get good money. So I mean, the event they put on the last time for Tyson and Francis was insane. So yeah, I mean, I'm all for it.
Wicked, Carl. It's a pleasure speaking to you for the first time. Thank you for your time, and thank you for weighing in.
Thanks, mate.